Would I be the a-hole if I refused to pay for my daughter's college for making fun of my stepson's injury and condition? I, 44M, am a widow of a previous marriage, and so is my wife, 42F. She has a son, 19M, from her previous marriage, and I have a daughter, 17F, as well. We dated for roughly 5 years before being married for 3 years now, and our kids have known each other since the beginning. No major fights or weirdness besides getting to know someone else as a parent, guardian. My son was a tremendous athlete in basketball, and I used to play in college at a school I'm sure none of you heard of. Regardless, I know the ins and outs of basketball, and when he asked me to coach him, I was more than happy to. Turns out that he was good, really good, Division I good. My wife is a controller and I'm a pharmacist. Together, we make a very, very comfortable living, but are not rich. So when my son was getting scholarship offers for basketball, I realized we could pay for my daughter's college in full, and neither of them would have any student loan debt when they graduate. A plan that I shared with my daughter, which I think was a mistake to begin with. These plans changed when my son tried riding on someone else's motorcycle with their permission, but with zero training, and got badly injured on an ensuing crash. He lost part of his hand and foot, not life-threatening, but basketball-ending. This happened last year, and my son has been in a deep depression that we're desperately trying to bring him out of, but he feels like his entire identity got ripped away in the blink of an eye. He's been in counseling and prescribed medication, but it has not helped thus far. Recently, he confided in me that the pills he's on have unfortunate side effects with his libido to virtually zero interest and wants to stop them. I told him the important thing is that he's with us, but he can bring that up with his doctor next visit. Fast forward about 2 weeks. I'm upstairs looking for something in my room, and I heard my daughter talking to her friends on her phone about college. The conversation turned towards her brother, and she said she can't wait to be gone. I'm tired hearing her brother cry every day and saying his hand is gross. I knew spirits in the house has shifted since he became injured, but I didn't think she felt this type of way. I was going to talk to her later about this, but then I heard him say that he can't even get it up, while laughing. At that time, I was furious. I stormed in her room, took her phone, laptop, car keys, and TV out of her room. I told her she should be ashamed of how she's talking about her brother, and he might do something permanent if he heard you talking about him like that. When my wife got home, we talked about what happened, and while she's proud of the way I stood up for my son, she thinks it's too far to also not pay for her college, since we could easily do so. Would I be the a-hole if I don't pay for my daughter's college? Edit. Fairly unanimous that this would be too far, and I think I knew that, but I just can't calm down. Maybe I'm stunned that it was my own daughter saying it, but it's rare that I harbor something like this. Also, many comments hinting that I'm alienating or neglecting my daughter are completely unfounded. The post was about my son's condition, so I talked about my son. Maybe my daughter feels less important or neglected, I can understand that, but it's certainly not because of a lack of attention or love. I accept it, though. Would I be the a-hole?